Beyond barter, the real story of early trade. Many believe that early societies relied solely on barter. This is the idea of exchanging one good directly for another, like trading a chicken for a bag of grain. While bartering did exist, it wasn't the primary mode of exchange. Barter has a big problem: it requires a double coincidence of wants. Both traders have to want what the other has. This is a difficult situation to achieve. Early societies developed more sophisticated systems based on credit and debt. People kept track of who owed what to whom. They used clay tablets, knots and ropes, or even their memories. This allowed for more complex transactions and a wider variety of goods and services to be exchanged. Imagine a farmer getting tools from a blacksmith and promising grain after the harvest. This system was more efficient than trying to find someone who needed a chicken right when you needed grain. These early credit and debt systems were built on something crucial: trust. For these systems to work, people needed to trust that their debts would be repaid. This trust wasn't just between individuals, it extended to the community. If someone didn't honor their debts, it could damage their reputation and ability to trade in the future. The power of promises. Credit and debt in ancient economies. Credit and debt were the lifeblood of ancient economies. They allowed farmers to borrow seeds before planting season and repay after harvest. They enabled artisans to acquire raw materials and pay back once they sold their finished goods. This system fostered economic activity and allowed societies to grow beyond simple subsistence trading. These early forms of credit and debt weren't without their risks. What happened if a harvest failed? What if an artisan's goods didn't sell? These situations highlight the importance of trust and the social mechanisms that evolved to manage debt. Communities often had ways to deal with debt defaults, such as working off the debt or relying on family or social networks for support. The development of writing was a significant step in the evolution of money. With writing, people could record debts and agreements more formally. This made it easier to track transactions over longer periods and across larger distances. Temples and palaces often played a role in these early systems, acting as repositories for records and guarantors of agreements. The invisible foundation of early money. Trust was the most valuable currency in these ancient economies. It was the foundation upon which complex systems of credit and debt were built. A community's ability to maintain trust was essential for its economic prosperity. Think of it like this. Imagine you're borrowing a fishing net from a neighbor. You promise to give them a share of your catch. If you trust each other, this arrangement benefits both of you. You get to fish, and your neighbor shares in the rewards. This trust, multiplied across a community, allows for specialization, innovation, and a higher standard of living for everyone. The concept of money as we know it today, coins, banknotes, and digital currencies, came much later. However, the underlying principle remained the same. Money, in all its forms, is essentially a symbol of trust. It represents a promise of value that can be exchanged for goods and services. The rise of coins, how states shaped money and power. The invention of coinage marked a significant turning point in the history of money. While credit and debt systems flourished, the introduction of standardized coins by the state simplified transactions and expanded trade horizons. These early coins, often minted from precious metals like gold and silver, carried the weight of the state's authority. The state's involvement in money creation wasn't merely about convenience, it was a strategic move that consolidated power and influence. By issuing coinage, rulers could collect taxes more efficiently, finance armies, and exert control over their economies. The image of the ruler stamped on the coin served as a constant reminder of the state's authority and the value it guaranteed. The use of precious metals in coinage had a profound impact on the global landscape. The pursuit of gold and silver fueled exploration, conquest, and trade routes that connected distant corners of the world. The Spanish conquest of the Americas, for example, was driven in large part by the desire for gold and silver. From gold to data, the evolution of money's form. The form of money continued to evolve. Paper money, introduced in China and later adopted worldwide, offered a more portable and convenient alternative to heavy coins. Instead of being intrinsically valuable like gold or silver, paper money derived its value from the promise of the issuing government. This promise, backed by the state's resources and enforced by law, maintained people's trust in the currency. The 20th and 21st centuries witnessed the rise of digital money. Credit cards, online transactions, and mobile payments have become increasingly commonplace, further abstracting the concept of money from its physical form. Today, much of our money exists only as data on computer servers, transferred instantly across vast distances with a few clicks or taps on our devices. This evolution highlights a crucial point. The true value of money doesn't reside in its physical form, be it coins, paper, or digital bits. The enduring value of money lies in the trust we place in the systems and institutions that back it.